Hello, everyone, and welcome to. I forgot how to do these intros. It's been a little bit. I'm in an unfamiliar territory. Maybe we should change it up a little. Guys, it has been a long time since I have been on a fresh survival world, but today is the day. It's been a little bit since Realm Season 1 ended, but given a adequate break, given the 2-year-long season we just had, we have now moved on to Realm Season 2. I never thought we'd get here, but here we are. With Realm Season 2, that of course comes with lots of new ideas, lots of new shenanigans, and lots of members too. We have 5 new ones actually. Well, some new, some returning. Mainly just one returning. There's 4 new ones. With more on the way, hopefully. Everyone from the original realm is still here, so we will be continuing the shenanigans with them, and also including these new faces. But I think it's enough with the introductions. The server has been online for about 3 hours now, and I am in a village with some sweet berries, raw rabbit, bread, and potatoes to my name. There was an expedition to kill the Ender Dragon. It was done. I might have been a part of it, and I might have lost all my stuff. So I guess we're back to square one. I guess we should start working on getting to square 2 though. While I am working on getting some gear together, I would like to kind of talk about my plans for the season. Obviously, last season we had some decent plans. I did the Sky Islands and I had a lot of fun doing those, and I was really proud of the result. I kind of chose that idea as an opportunity to do something that I had never done before. That was a completely novel concept for me, but I didn't exactly get everything that I wanted to get done last season. There were a lot of things I kind of left behind, and yeah, that's a part of the process. I fear I reached for the stars and I didn't quite get there, but I'm still happy with what I did. So this season we're going for something a little bit different. No sky. Oh no! This season, I am still aiming for the stars, but I'm not going to tell you about those stars yet. My base idea is a lot more modular this season. Obviously, I have no idea how long the season's going to last for. Maybe roughly over a year. I think it's a pretty safe bet considering the last one lasted 2. I am actually drawing inspiration from one of my guilty pleasures, one of my favorite games of all time, mainly because of nostalgia. It's a little rough around the edges, I fear. I am a big Wizard 101 fan, for any of you who know that. My inspiration for this season is actually one of the Wizard 101 worlds. We will be replicating it to a degree I don't actually know yet. Don't know how similar I want this base to be to that world. I'm definitely drawing some inspiration. And if it turns out that I'm just copying it block for block, which is not going to happen, but it could be close, then I'm fine with that too. I think half the battle is just getting it done, which is my goal for the season. I just want to get it done. Anyway, enough tiptoeing around the subject. The world I'm planning on recreating is Grizzleheim. I love Grizzleheim. It's very pretty. I'll show pictures now over the screen while I'm collecting resources here. But it's basically very Scandinavian Norse type of deal. We're doing Vikings. It's a Viking season, which is actually a subject that I have tried to tackle before, but never really got into. I am quite far from spawn. I'm a little separated from a lot of the realm, but I wanted lots of room to make sure I could do what I want to do without having to worry about impeding other people. My favorite part of doing the islands last season were mainly the environmental sections, hence the Gateway Island, probably my favorite island I made, was a lot of like environments, but I also like some of the smaller islands too, like the double waterfall island. I loved that island. I loved building. It was so fun. And I want to do that more this season. I want to go hard on the environment, nature. I want to make it look beautiful. That's my favorite building style right now. It's not going to be easy though. Definitely got to build a lot of those stupid trees that I hate. But we're going to take it one block at a time. And I'm just going to do what I want to do. Something a little different from last season. Holy crap. Iron Golem, help me, please. They're invading. I don't actually know if there are any villagers left. Okay, there are. Let's go ahead and... oh my god. What do you guys do? Let's go ahead and make sure we imprison them all to make sure I need at least 2. Oh, well, this is a predicament. You know, you 2 can stay in there, please. There we go. We have 4 now. Beautiful. Looks like 4 is all we're going to get, but I think that's a good starting amount whenever I get into villagers. Oh, crap. Oh, new baby zombie. Are you holding a spear? You're holding... Why does this stick look so weird in your hand? It was a spear, just out of the pointy bit. Of course, speaking of all that, this server is currently on 26.2, the Chaos Cubed update. So we have the Sulfur Cubes and Caves, which is going to be perfect. Sulfur, the Geysers is going to be perfect for one of my areas. Oh, I'm so excited to get to it. Short term, we'll be working on my starter base. The starter base will be actually a part of the major base. I'm not going to call it a mega base. I don't know how big it's going to be. The starter base, it's going to be the village in the center of it all. But yes, with all these new members, I'm hoping that the realm was a lot more lively this season. It was very lively last season, to be fair. It wasn't like an issue. We're more spread out, but I think we have the same density of people. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go get some resources and I'll check back with you guys in a little bit. It is quite difficult playing on hard mode. I died like 3 times trying to get this iron. This should be light work, I swear, but we got a decent haul. Got about like 41. I'll probably go back in a bit, but I kind of want to go speak to some of the members. I was wanting to speak to Sherbert, but he's not on right now, so Sherbert's actually my closest neighbor this season. He's just over there, actually, a little bit ways. Other than that, I think Autumn is in that direction, and that's pretty much it. Everyone else is all in that direction, but far. I truly am in the corner this time. No longer central. Oh, I got a nice farm going, by the way. A bunch of potatoes. No, they're not gonna grow during the night, are they? Oh, and I'll probably be using shaders a lot more this season because I think it looks really pretty. But I like having frames too, so not always. Let's look at the night sky. I've just gotten the first diamond of the Realm SMP Season 2, and I know exactly what I'm going to use it for. Hell yeah. Now that we have a few more things, mainly just some iron and enchanted diamond pickaxe. Not fortune, but I'll get fortune eventually. Oh, that's a tree. It's time to start looking into where we are actually going to be building the starter base. Because I realized it shouldn't be at the village. Too snowy. I don't really want snow for this part of the base. Some of the base, yes, but I always envisioned this as no snow. Because that's what this one is in Wizard. This general area will do for the starter base. This little... It's kind of a divot. In Wizard, there's like a big waterfall in the back of the village, so that's what this mountain is going to be. I'm just gonna... Oh, Clappy joined. I'm just gonna come out and say it. There's going to be an insane amount of terraforming going on, which is, like, it's okay, because everything I did last season was terraforming with my Sky Islands, but this is a lot more and a lot scarier, because there's already environment here. The TLDR is I put the village in this general area, and then in Wizard, there's 2 rivers running along either side of it, and then there's like 4 gates into 4 different separate areas, which all have their unique stuff. It may be slightly different this time because of how the biome is shaped. It's an interesting shape, so we'll have to figure it out, but we will. If my optimism is fully met, this entire taiga biome will be transformed by the end of the season. That's insane, though. Doubt that's gonna happen. Just get that out of your minds. My current plan is basically I have 4 planned expansions, and I just tackle them one at a time. If I don't get to the 4th or the 3rd, oh well, I have 2 expansions. So the base is meant to feel decently complete. It's not going to be absolutely complete, obviously, but it should give the feeling that, yeah, this could be a complete base upon the completion of each expansion. But the expansions come later. We gotta do the starter base first. I think we're just gonna start off by clearing some trees, I guess, in all this area. May have to raise the ground up a little bit too. That's a little terrifying. I guess let's start a quick little time lapse to see how much I can get done. So, as you guys can see, I've been pretty hard at work doing some time lapsing. Lots of stuff going on there. I'll talk about it in a minute. There's a situation going on, and I have to go look at this. I've been kind of isolated from the rest of the server for a few days now. Well, 2 days. This is day 3 of the realm, and I've been doing my own thing for the most part. The server is progressing really, really fast, and I'm just trying to take it slow. So I'm out here in Narnia. I'm going to take advantage of it. But I have heard a rumor of something that shouldn't be happening, but has happened. I can't remember how much it was featured last season, but we do have a mod on the server that allows us to do custom music discs. And last season, I had to upload the files into the server itself and hand them out manually, and I could kind of control the discs that way. Well, that mod is returning this season, except it's a different mod since we were paper last season, now we're fabric. So we have mods instead of plugins. And apparently someone has gotten their hands on a custom disc that I have not given out. So we are going to get to the bottom of this, because I didn't think this was possible. I have to go verify that it exists first, and then I'm going to meet up with Autumn, who's currently on the server. And I'm gonna contract her so I can figure this out. I think I know how she did it, but I have to see if that's how it works. Okay, I don't know if this is copyright or not, so it might end up muted. But she does have one. She has a custom disc. Oh my god. It is real. Oh my god, she has so many. Okay. Noted. Well, that's what I needed to verify. Now I need to go see Autumn, I guess, to find out how she did it. Well, Autumn didn't do it. Leah did, but... you know, I wouldn't care, but I asked her about it in DMs, because she DM'd me like, wow, this new mod is great. And I was like, wait a second, how would you know that? I haven't given you a disc. I was the only one who had a disc prior to this. And then she hit me with the, I'm built different, and didn't tell me. So now I have to find out. I don't even know if I care about her having them or not, but it's the principle of the thing. So we're going to go to the industrial district that Autumn set up. It's so advanced now, guys. I swear to God. Like, the farms that I was building in episode 8 last season, they're already up, and it's day 3. The new members have rapidly sped up the process. But there's also a lot more members now than there were at the start of the last realm. The start of the last realm had a big 4 people. There's 18 members now. What are you doing out here?
I went into Cole's portal and I'm backtracking to somewhere.
Where are you going?
Into the woods.
Into the woods?
The caveman.
I just came from Leah's base. You know anything about that?
Leah's base is a bunch of nonsense.
Do you know anything about how she got those discs?
Yeah.
You gonna tell me? Or do I have to find out myself? Oh my god, bro.
I've been trailing you
not
for
gonna
ages.
tell me.
Why do you not want her to have those discs?
I just want to know how she did it. I don't know if I care about her having those discs or not. The discs.
The discs.
The music discs?
Yeah.
Same way you did your horn.
Yeah, but she shouldn't have access to that. I didn't realize that command was
everyone
public.
does.
Alright, maybe I have to adjust that. I don't know if I like that. So she used the URL, right? Is that how she did it? Okay.
Okay, if you're gonna make it private, make sure you give me like an hour. Thanks.
Yeah, if you're gonna make it private, can you like give me up?
No. See,
Alright, let's kill him.
I don't think I would care. It's just she hid it from me. I didn't like that.
She didn't hide it from you. She just didn't mention it to you because we all assumed you knew.
Well, I asked her how she did it, and she said, I'm built different.
Yeah, I know. She's having the conversation. It's pretty funny.
Okay, well, I guess I gotta go to Autumn. I'll let her know she's off the hook. So I was gonna go bully her into like being my test rabbit.
That's why I'm here. I was coming to Uber you over.
It has been a few days since I did those time lapses. There's a few differences that you can probably see in between the end of that time lapse and now. But before we talk about the obvious wall in the room, we have finished the dirt layer, and yeah, it took a little longer than I expected. Who knew working with stone tools pretty much would take so long? I believe roughly I went through 9 iron axes and 60 stone shovels doing the dirt and clearing the trees out. But it's done. And now we have quite the wide open area to work with that I've already walled off. I ignore that the wall is 1, not center, and 2, not too circular or ovular. I actually think it turned out pretty nicely. I don't think the Vikings would be too worried about it being perfectly circular. I think this will work. As for the centering issue, I will be doing some terraforming around the edges, but that'll come later because I have to talk about something real fast. This is officially our 4th day on the Realm SMP Season 2. We said it on the 11th at 4:30. It's currently the 14th at 6:30. So technically, we just entered that, 4th day area. And when I say this server has been moving at an insane pace, I mean it. I'm among, if not the weakest member who has put in more than 2 hours of time. I venture out into the world and see people with elytras already. Some people have full netherite. It's crazy. Most people have diamond at least, minus one person who is explicitly... Autumn has her own way of going about it. I'm not going to get into that. She's an exception. And talk about the farms they have already. It's crazy. Episode 8 of Season 1 was my Industrial District episode. And I got the iron farm, the gunpowder farm, and I think a few other things there. They have all of that already. And more. They have more farms now than we had at the end of Season 1. And it's day 4. But they did most of this in day 3 and 2. Full villager setups and everything. God, it's moving too quick. It's too stressful, and so I'm glad I've isolated myself. And I've made a pact that I'm going to continue my isolation until I can get my nether portal set up. So that way we don't have an issue like the end of the season last time where I didn't have a portal until my last day on the server. We have a few more things we have to do in this episode before we're done. Mainly, I have a gate I have to do on each of the 3 sides here, so I have to figure out a design for that. Oh. Maybe I should talk about the wall. I completely forgot about this, but yeah, I spent day 3, a majority of my day 3 working on this wall. It's pretty simple. Just a few different logs, stripped dark oak, spruce, and stripped spruce. And coarse dirt here at the bottom. I'll probably replicate this over on this side too, but I didn't really want to worry about the inside right now. One, because coarse dirt's annoying to get. There's a gravel biome over there that I was taking gravel from, but I'm kind of running low on that and dirt, and I didn't really want to deal with that. It's a pretty simple design. I might add a few details, maybe some fences on top, but I didn't really want to over-engineer it. I also need some spikes shooting out from like the floor a little bit. Oh, wait. Go, yes, go dog, go. Get him, get him. Yeah, get it. You know what? I'll help out. You're done, skeleton. Yeah, tag team. Do you love me enough? I hate you too. Anyway, yeah, there are a few more details I have to do along the wall. I'll probably do those off camera. Maybe between episodes, I'll go ahead and do those because I kind of want to crack on and try to get this episode done. Oh God. Well, unlucky. I can't see anything on that main console, so I'm just gonna hit him with this and move on with my day. I'm not gonna interact with this anymore. Anyway, let's get cracking on these gates. That's the important thing. And then we have one last project over here. Then we'll move on. What in tarnation are you doing? You better stay out of my dang walls. What the hell?
Hello.
My damn wall didn't work. Well, good for nothing walls, I guess. What brings you here, Ferris?
I just wanted to talk to you because pulling up and asking for more, and they get more and more irritated every time. I think they want to slit my throat or something.
Yeah, have you seen? They've been going after Cole, bro. That poor guy. When's the tree farm done? 32 gold blocks, not enough.
You see, that's why I don't make any deals with those individuals over there. They're not kind.
They're kind of evil. Understand
kindness.
We gotta take them down a peg someday. I'm thinking
that's true.
We put a giant cantaloupe over that iron farm.
Oh, I was thinking just putting a lag machine so they can't log.
Maybe not. That might harm the server.
No, well, it's okay. I was thinking that. Your farm is broke. And I think they took all the farmed gold he was AFKing.
Oh my God.
As a result of their thing.
Dude, these guys are evil. The debt collectors.
I'm just saying, this Athena person, bro. They don't care about personal relations.
Look, first, we might have to do something about this once I get connected to the realm. I feel like, my industry and your business skills. Look, I'm saying I could be the Henry to your William.
Yeah, and it'll surely end wonderfully.
Yeah,
no problem.
I mean, you're already halfway to being Springtrap. Let's be real here.
Yeah, you got a suit lying around I can crawl in.
I might have one. Wait for Halloween.
Oh, W. You fixed those spring locks, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear what they're calling it?
What are they calling it?
They're calling it A&A. Get this?
Industries.
Industries.
Oh my god, I just threw my big, or I threw my clip.
You did that out of fear.
Yeah, that
This
was
is
pretty
the name.
scary.
See, they're taking industry. I told them they're legally not allowed to have a TM, or otherwise I'm gonna have to bring back everything and ruin them.
Yeah, we may have to do something about that. I
Copper
fear
is 2.0. Do not make me.
they don't have much competition. The only competition they have, they struck a deal with and are now bullying.
no, they're belittling, bro.
They're gonna drive him out. That's how they get the
Just like, "Wow, this
monopoly.
is terrible." I just imagine like the two of them like yelling at Cole, and Cole's like crying, just curled up. Like, there's got to be a meme format for that, right?
Yeah, no, there has to be, bro. I don't know.
That's just the way I imagine it. I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, does it play?
Yes, it's playing.
Yeah.
Let me turn this up. Oops.
Wait, what did
I'm
you hit?
stepping back in.
What's
Sorry,
wrong
it was so
with you?
fire. I had to listen to it
Turn that
again.
off. Wait,
What? I don't actually remember
the
what the
build
songs
up.
off the top of the head. Yeah, I know. It's intimidating.
We're waiting for the beat drop right now.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Taken from a wasteland home.
Yo!
Leave me alone through the
This is
biomes.
peak.
You sit here and just think of you, not a day goes by. I don't remember how you died.
Yeah.
Used to fly so high up and never read to rise cause of all my unheard cries.
That was the banger.
Home and pigmen won't leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm stuck
Yeah.
inside their board. Just a single aim. Besides so much to see. I'm glad that you're doing it with me.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
Bang. Huge.
Wow.
I'm glad you could join us, Kyan.
Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
That was some interesting timing. So I think we're gonna have an issue this season with me maybe getting a little carried away on the building. I wanted to really walk you guys through my thought process when it came to making a gate for my wall design here. It's all done already. I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but I have a little challenge for myself to see how much I can do in this entire base without using Lightmatica. So far we're going pretty well. I designed this gate entirely in survival for some reason. That's why we have a gate in the middle of the base here. It is it's gonna have to be removed pretty quick here. But at least it serves as a good way of like looking at how the gate looks separated from the wall. I really like how this turned out. You can ignore the sides here. They're kind of covered by the wall. It was just a way to insert it, like a Lego piece type thing is what I was thinking of. But ignoring that, I get to use for the first time, I think, in any build, the new shelves. They're not really new anymore, but I still got to use them. And here we have some trapdoors that usually would close. If there's a threat coming, we can close the gates. Usually there shouldn't be a threat coming, so I think it'll be fine. We have the usual Viking architecture beat here with the two intersecting logs crossing at the top. And I also have maybe a little logo that we can kind of spread around the base a little bit more. It's just something I came up with, I guess. I was just messing around and I wanted something up there. And so I went ahead and I took this gate and I ported it to all three entrances. So now the wall is pretty much complete. There's a little bit more we have to do on the interior here. We're going to make sure we have a way for our Vikings to actually get up and look over the wall. And over here is also pretty important. It's going to be a little bit similar. We still have the same looking over the wall thing. But in the inspiration for this village, Northgard, we're going to be kind of breaking away from actual Viking architecture a little bit here because I do not believe they had a lot of artificially raised stuff. But on this raised platform, we'll put the main hall, which will be probably where I stay for now, for a majority of my time, while I get the starter area done and before I move on to any possible expansions. This project should hopefully be the last thing we get done in this episode. We've done quite a bit, to be fair. All the terraforming, the wall, the gate. We have lots to do this season, and this is a great start. So let me quickly take down this wall and then start trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Progress update. I have been chipping away at this, and I think I'm starting to get to something I kind of like. It's been a little difficult. The main thing that's been causing me issues currently is what to do with this section here. It's gone through a few different renditions now, and I think I'm settling on this right now. I probably should have cataloged the other renditions, but the main change has come from this log here and this log here a little bit. This log here, as you can see, used to be back a block, I decided to push it forward to bring it out in front of the stairs. And this block here used to be in line with this block and this block. And you can see I brought that out a few blocks. 1 block and then 2 blocks on the side, I believe, to give this nice little extrusion to the wall to add some more shape to it. The cobblestone will eventually be textured with probably andesite and smooth stone, depending on how it looks. So it may look a little bland right now, but that'll change soon. I'm just trying to get the shape right first. And once I get the shape, I can go for the really fine details. I'm already detailing a little bit just to see if I can make this work. And I think I'm going to be able to. Let me do a bit more and I'll check back in. There's been a breakthrough made. Unfortunately, it wasn't really me who did it. I've been struggling a little bit and I think I finally have something down. So I've been dealing with the cobblestone issue because I tried to make it work so badly. I had the cobblestone, I even textured it just to see if it would work, but it was too harsh and I wasn't meshing with it. I probably could have accepted it, but I wanted to be happy with it. That's what I'm going for this season. I want to be happy with my builds, not just build them. And so I went to Cole, and Cole said that if it's too harsh, I need to try a darker block because cobblestone does not work well. And so I moved on to deep slate. And I originally tried cobble deep slate and normal deep slate, and it looked better, but it wasn't very good still. And that's when Cole recommended me to go ahead and try mud, which is a block I would have never thought about. I have never used normal mud in a build, and packed mud I've only used last season in trees. That was the first time I ever used them. So these are blocks I just don't think of, but they work really, really well for this. He recommended I also try a bit of a gradient here with a bud on the bottom and cobble deep slate at the top, which wasn't working well, but it was missing just something a little bit more, which is when my neighbor Sherbert came in for the save, and he immediately just placed down this deep slate and these dark oak fences, and it sold it for me. This is beautiful. This will work. This is the design. Thank you to Cole and Thank you to Cole and Sherbert, as well as Rattler, for giving his opinion and kind of guiding me a little bit. We'll get this sorted. We'll get it on both sides, and then I'll see you guys then. We're almost done. And we just have to do the house on top, which is probably the scariest part, but we'll get through it. So we have something. I'm really struggling here, guys. I can't lie to you. I'm trying really hard to make this work, but I think I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this whole thing. Also, ignore the floor. I was debating changing like the wood floor I have up here to the stone and mud floor, but I think the wood floor would look better, and I think it just makes more sense too. It's a little weird how the mud and stone up here. I don't know how the Vikings would build that. Ignore that we're only like kind of following the Viking style, but don't talk about that. Let me see if I can rehash this a little bit. I think I'm starting to get somewhere. I've gone ahead and I've redesigned the front a tiny bit. Ignore the roof. I have not touched that. I've not touched that at all. I've gone ahead and pivoted from the like pillars I had here, and I've gone ahead and changed into a little archway using dark oak and spruce wood logs. I've also made a wonderful discovery that I probably should have been using a lot sooner, called a Minecraft color wheel. And it basically shows me all, or a lot. It basically shows me a lot, or if not all, of the Minecraft blocks and where they kind of go on the color wheel. So it allows me to easily see blocks that could kind of work together color-wise, such as the spruce and the dark oak planks. I was kind of struggling to find out what I wanted to put with the dark oak planks because it looked a little empty with just them, but spruce wood works quite nicely. Bang! Yes! I did it! Okay. And this is a good start. We're gonna keep chipping away at it, and I'll be back with you guys once I have a little bit more done. It's time for another status update, and we are actually starting to progress a little bit more. I think the front is definitely looking better than it was. There's a few more things I have to do. Up here is really empty. I have an idea for a really cool detail that I'm about to do, and I wanted to record it before I did it because I want to show this off. But besides that, this is only the front part, and we're missing the rest of the entire build, and the outline is even outdated. I never put dirt on that side. Getting started is the hardest part, and I think we definitely have gotten started now. Let me get those details. For those who don't know, last season we had a little plugin or mod called the Armor Poser mod. It's from Vanilla Tweaks, so it's actually a data pack. I actually said everything except for what it was. With this mod, it allows us to do a really cool little detail and manipulate armor stands to our whim. And it can lead to a ton of sick things, which you will be seeing momentarily. And after a bit of a labored effort, the detail is done. We have 2 axes up there at the top, and I think that works. I kind of wanted, like, do I like that? I don't know. I think it'll work, and I can always change it later. Let me keep working here. We're actually doing quite well. Hello. It's been a little bit. I have been hard at work. It's actually the next morning from when I recorded the last clip, because I went a little crazy. I was really tired, and I didn't feel like recording, and I just wanted to press on with the build. So let's go ahead and show that off. You guys can already tell, but I finished the side. There might be a little something that goes up there. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to put up there. I've also done the other side. It's exactly the same. We love mirroring. Cheat code for building. I have also done the back, which I am actually very, very happy with this back. It looks sick. We have a little shield here. This pattern was actually made by Sherbert. We have a little bit of an alliance going since we're both up in the north here. There's another alliance going on in the south, in the desert and savanna and jungle area with the hotties. Sherbert and I don't have a name yet, but that's our shield. I also have this little logo here, which is visible on all the gates twice. The logo I just kind of made up. We'll find a meaning for it eventually, but it's the logo of this village, at the very least. Maybe more. Maybe some kind of Viking nation. But the house is almost done. I have to, well, the interior obviously needs a little bit of work, and the roof is not quite done. I was going to do a second story thing here. I think I'm still going to try it, but I am struggling a little bit to make it work. I need something to break up the dark oak, or I'm going to have to go back through and put spruce in. And I don't know how that'll look. It'd probably look fine. I already have the design here. It makes sense to do it again here, but we'll see. Let me crack onto this, see if I can come to a decision on this upper section, and then I'll hopefully get back to you before I finish, but there's these chance I don't. I might get lost in my work again. I may now be missing some boots, courtesy of Cole. He brutally attacked me once, and they broke off me. It's really his fault, honestly, but it's done. You can't tell from this angle, but it is done, and I made it work. It is a little rough around the edges, I'm not gonna lie, but I think I'm happy with it. I think it accomplishes what it needs to do, and this is an important build that is now done. A very important build. This is pretty much the centerpiece or the most important part of this village, which is my starter base, and it brings us one step closer to completion. Quite a big step closer too. I might tweak it a little bit. It's a little rough around the edges down in this area. I think the top part is mostly okay. I could definitely do something here, but I've ran out of ideas, so I'll keep thinking, and if I come up with something and change it, then yeah, I'll update you guys. But with that note, you might have seen just a moment ago, but the inside is a little worse for wear. I have 3 beds, and that's about it. Incomplete walls that definitely need some work done. So I'm gonna buckle down and get to work, and by the time you guys see me again, it should all be nice and spiffy and pretty. Wish me luck, this might be a little difficult. I've been hard at work, and the inside is now complete and ready to be shown to the world. Just ignore the outside. It's a bit of a fixer-upper right now. Stepping inside, you can immediately see I've gone for quite the open floor plan. It's very spacious. Once you get past these pillar designs, I kind of sculpted at the front to hold up the roof. And then you come into the main central area. You have this little pit where everyone who wants to seek counsel with me, sorry, left the chair up, can't be showing off my secret bed. Anyone who wishes to speak with me must come before the pit of mud and deep slate in order for me to even speak with them, because they are all below me. Ignore that I'm still in an iron and copper armor. Not important. But moving on, we have a few tables along the sides. Here's where I keep all of my workstations. These areas are going to have a bit more stuff in later once we get a little more industrialized. I'll probably find a way to sneak some villagers in here and whatnot and some other stuff. Maybe some big storage along the walls here. There's perfect room for 2 rows of double chests on all the sides of this. You may have noticed already, but my main storage is currently barrels underneath the tables. I have a bit of an organization system, which is great for this early on in the realm. It took me like ages. It took me like a year and a half to get a storage system in the last realm that was actually organized. But we do have that now. Besides that, it's pretty simple. We have this big area here at the top. I didn't want to go anything too crazy, so I just have a bunch of fire to, you know, provide warmth and light during the night. And obviously we have the single flame torch above my throne. And the throne design has the same symbol that's been throughout the base and will continue to be throughout the base. And then I have a nice jukebox to play whatever song I want. With that all being said, I'm pretty sure that's all I want to do today. It's been a very, very productive day. Obviously, as a quick recap, we got the entirety of the wall done, minus the interior sections here, the 3 gates, and of course, the main hall and upper platform for this section. And it all looks super, super nice. I'm very happy with all of it. I might tweak a few details here and there as the series goes on in this area, but for now, I'm very happy with it. And I forgot the stairs. Uh-oh. I guess my work isn't entirely done, but that's for off camera. We have a lot of stuff that we've got to get done in the next episode, so I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to start getting to work on the next project, which should also connect us to the rest of the server, finally, because I'm getting very, very lonely out here. I'm so far from everyone. Please help me. Hope you all enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.